Hip injuries, they can certainly sometimes be tricky, primarily because of the mechanism of injury for injuring the hip. Now, mostly from a car accident case, we'll see an injury to the right hip. And that's because our clients will either hit their hip on the center console, or even more commonly, when they're slamming on the brakes, that the impact from the car and the impact on the leg there, it pushes on the hip and throws something out in the hip. So those sometimes it's masked as low back pain is the other big problem that we see with hip injuries. So when clients come and they are saying, hey, my back's hurting and it's just not getting better, one of the things that we typically will recommend is that they visit an orthopedic specialist to determine whether or not it is in fact a hip injury that they're suffering from and it's causing lower back symptoms. And so that's something to be particularly cognizant of when evaluating your own injuries. Did I actually hurt my hip or did I hurt my low back, and what's causing what? Where is the pain actually stemming from? So they can certainly be tricky claims. Obviously, making sure that you get the right medical care from day one is important. I've also seen it when people think that if it's not their low back and it's their hip, they think, hey, it'll just go away with time, and it doesn't, and it makes it much more difficult to recover from those injuries if you prolong that treatment process. So my recommendation would be make sure to get in with a doctor ASAP, and then if on the side note, if you're experiencing low back pain and it's not going away after a couple of months of care, then to follow up with an orthopedic specialist to determine whether or not it's actually your hip that is causing the problems.